your dad here?
My dad's here.
Where is he?
Where's my dad and my sister? There he is. Hi, Dad.
Raise your hand, Dad. Hello? Yeah.
I just, we flew all the way in from Wyoming.
Now, that's not your sister next to
My
her.
sister Tina. It's right there.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And our nanny, Laurie.
Okay. I'm glad they're all here. Good
I
to
am.
see you guys. This movie, in comparison to the characters that you usually portray in movies like Fatal Attraction and Dangerous Liaison, this is a demise for you. This is totally
A demise?
different. This is like calm.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought after finishing Fatal Attraction and Dangerous Liaisons, in which I played very self-destructive, destructive women, that this would be kind of a rest, and I wanted very much to get on the positive side of life.
Yeah.
But when I started doing it, I was astounded about how emotionally demanding it was, and because my character is very vulnerable and in a very emotional state, basically through the whole picture. So I found it as difficult in the end as the other ones, but from a totally different point of view.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Have you ever met someone like your character or someone with the problem that your character has? Because you're actually, like something like 1 out of 4 women have this problem.
That was another amazing thing. One of my very best friends had just been through exactly what this movie's about. And I had been in her living room, she'd been in my living room, and I lived through it with her, so I knew the emotions involved. And since then, there are other friends of mine that have gone through it, and I just think it's a phenomenon right now, because a lot of women my age who put off having children now want to have children. A lot of them find that they can't. So I think it's a real phenomenon in this country of couples trying to find children.
Yeah. You actually just had a child recently.
A year and a half ago.
Yeah. That changed your life, I'm sure.
I know. This morning we were, Annie Maud is her name, and we were in my parents' guest cottage in the middle of nowhere in Wyoming. And Annie chose last night not to sleep. And I thought, oh, God, I'm going to look like I'm 80 years old tomorrow on Arsenio's show. But I would bring her into bed with me, and I'd give her some juice, and we'd kind of go to sleep. And then just when I think that she was asleep, she'd look at me and say, "Nose?" So, you have to just you have to let a lot of things go that you used to think were important. And the astounding thing is that there's so much in life that we think is important that really isn't. You know, those of us who have a career and we've been passionate about that and sometimes obsessed with it, it's a revelation to know that there's a lot more to life than just that, and Annie is teaching us that.
Had you been obsessed with your career prior to having Annie? Is that why you had never had any Annies before that?
I've always been very serious about my work, but I think it just wasn't fated to be until it really happened. I wasn't like the character that I play in this movie. I wasn't obsessed with having a child in real life, but when it happened, it was just like the greatest gift, and it is.
That's great. I'm happy for you. When you were a kid, I think somebody mistyped something in my notes because it said you wanted to be a horse, and I'm sure that's supposed to be something else. You know?
No, I don't think you were quite right. I was a very good horse. Do you know how to be a horse? Are you a good horse?
That wasn't one of my ambitions. I wanted to be like Johnny. That's my thing,
right.
You know, and I wanted to have a talk show host, get a lot of divorces. I didn't think about being a horse, you know.
Well, I was very lucky. I grew up in the Connecticut countryside, which is very, very beautiful, and we were surrounded by animals, and I would observe them, and I would mimic them, and I remember I was 8 years old, and my mother said, "Glennie, you have to walk on your own 2 feet. You can't go on your all fours all the time," because I walked, I trotted, I cantered, jumped over things. I could mimic a horse. Yeah.
Do you ride well?
Yes, I do.
Do you have horses now?
No. We hope to get horses, but we don't have any now.
Yeah. Because you can't be one. You're a great actress, but you can buy one.
Yeah.
We'll take a commercial and come right back with Glenn Close.